The unfortunate truth in sales is objections are inevitable in this game, but the way you handle them actually decides if the call dies or turns into an app. This week, three kept coming up over and over and over again. I already have it. I'm going to shop around, and I just want a quote. We tested some better ways to respond that felt more natural, built trust, and actually moved people forward. These aren't slick rebuttals, they're just thoughtful questions that keep you in control and position you as the guy or girl who actually gives a damn about protecting their family. These aren't magic lines, they're deliberate questions that position you as the guide who actually cares about protection, not just the sale. If you're new here, I'm Ryan Vallett, your FEXPERT or final expense expert. And for over 4 years, I've been mastering telesales in just about every niche out there. We run a free lead agency where you can build your business from the comfort of your own home, hell with no pants if you want. Now, if you're serious about leveling up on the phone, click the link in the description to see if we're a good fit. I can assure you it's just real opportunities with elite training and leads that will actually close. Okay, so LIMRA data actually shows that final expense insurance sales jumped almost 16% in 2024, hitting over 1 billion in new annualized premium. Families every day are waking up to the need, but objections will still kill the deal if you don't handle them correctly. About 60% of people buy life insurance mainly to cover burial and final expenses. That's the top reason. So when those objections hit, you're not fighting price, you're actually addressing real family protection. Let's get into breaking down the three we used this week with exact wording and why they worked. Number one is I already got it or I have a policy. This one feels like a wall, but it's often just uncertainty about coverage gaps. Don't drill for details right away. That sounds like you're hunting weaknesses. First, acknowledge it. Yeah, that's great to hear. Were you looking to add to your current policy or see if there's a way to save on what you currently have? If they brushed it off, just go a little deeper, but calmly. Are you worried that might not be enough? Then move to the pivot that closed this week. Mrs. Jones, the last thing any family wants to find out when it's too late is that they thought they had enough coverage, but they actually don't. I'd honestly rather you prove me wrong and be all set, but what if there is a gap? And what truly matters the most is peace of mind. If we do find something better, great. If not, at least you have absolute clarity. Is that fair enough? Why this works is it keeps you as the thoughtful expert, not a competitor. Add a pause after each question to let them know that you actually care. The first one to talk always loses. Let them start explaining their concerns. They'll talk themselves towards seeing the value. Number two, I'm going to shop around. Agents usually just deflate or jump into price battles. Don't do either. Align and redirect. You're right, Mrs. Jones. Shopping around is smart. Like I said earlier, there's over 30 carriers out there, and what we just talked about is the lowest option for you. Then follow up with the small but powerful reframe that pulls them back. Or did I miss something along the way? This forces them to reaffirm their original intent. Suddenly they're saying, that's what I want, and we're back on needs instead of excuses. We had one prospect actually admit that the shopping was really the fear of overpaying. We closed it because the real emotion was addressed, not just price. Number three, I just want to quote. This trips up more agents than anything. They spit out numbers and lose the prospect to, I'll think about it. You have to validate the ask, then shift to protection and urgency. You can rotate these based on their tone. Option one, which is what works typically the most, got it. I'm happy to run quotes right now, but here's the thing. The quote that really matters is the one that actually protects your family when the time eventually comes. What exactly made you start looking in the first place? This uncovers the need early and flows right into your main script. Option two is more for quiet authority. I'm happy to run quotes for you just so I make sure they actually fit. Have you ever thought about what your family would have to do if something happened tomorrow? Option three is more when they're price focused or impatient. Absolutely, let's get you the numbers. Real quick, is this mainly so your daughter doesn't get stuck paying for your whole funeral, or is there something else going on actually? In all reality, all three do the same. You acknowledge their request, then guide toward real stakes. These work because they came from a calm, certain place instead of reacting. You're not fighting the objection, you're using it to show you actually care. Unfortunately, I used to lose these calls all the time early on. I'd argue or get quiet. Once I started validating and asking these simple questions and shutting up, calls immediately started turning around. Production got way steadier, and I could actually sleep at night knowing I gave every family a real shot. This truly is a beautiful business when you handle objections with authority like this. You become the professional they actually thank later. Alright, guys, if this helped, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and drop in the comments which one of these you're going to test first. Or just tell me the toughest objection you're running into right now, and I'll break it down as soon as I can. Again, if you're tired of the solo grind and want the free lead system plus training to master this, just shoot me an email at rycohaveitall@gmail.com. I'm happy to see if we're a good fit. I promise you it's no pressure and no bullshit. Just imagine your week when these objections stop killing deals and start opening them up. More apps, calmer calls, families actually protected, and you building something real. I'll leave you with this. True authority isn't winning arguments. It's guiding people to decisions they'll be glad they made. See you guys in the next one.